Lieutenant Karl Wade, we've talked a little bit about how active you stay now that you're retired. And I do want to talk about some of the things that keep you busy these days. But tell me a little bit about how you came to what was the Department of Public Safety and how many years you had before you retired in December of 2011.
Yeah, I hired on as a cadet in February of 1970, and was stationed in Florence, the old Florence post. And then in 1971, I received a draft notice to military service, and I enlisted for 3 years. Took a military leave of absence from the state, from the department, and went in the Army as a military policeman. And when I got out of the Army, discharged in '74, I came back to the department, and I was there ever since from 1974 to 2011. I had almost 42 years. I missed 42 years by 2 months.
Wow. You could come back and get that 2 months if you want.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's all right.
Let's talk a little bit about what keeps you busy these days. I know you're involved in the Lions Club. Is it the Prattville Lions Club?
Prattville Lions Club.
Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stoppers. I'm chairman of the board of directors for Central Alabama Crime Stoppers.
Let's start with Crime Stoppers.
All right.
Since the luncheon is coming up and everything.
I've been involved with Crime Stoppers for going on 5 years, I guess, and it keeps my hand in law enforcement. It's not the same. It's not the same as being an active law enforcement officer, but I'm still involved, and we do a lot of good things. We offer rewards for tips that lead to arrests in crimes in our coverage area, and we cover the river region, Montgomery, Elmore, Autauga. We're in Tallapoosa County. We're in Lowndes County, or we're fixing to get into Lowndes County. We're in Troy, and we, like I said, that's one of the things that we do, is to offer rewards. And last year, I think we solved over 160 cases, put 160 folks in jail.
Wow.
and solved from over 500 cases. And we also provide a lot of training and hold seminars, loss prevention, theft prevention seminars for local merchants, and we've done peer mediation in the past and conflict resolution classes, courses in the past for school resource officers, bus drivers, conflict resolution for bus drivers, as well as peer mediation with children in the high schools.
Wow. Speaking of the high schools, tell me a little bit more about the partnership with ATF and getting those firearms.
We started a program year before last, and it was a partnership with ATF, and we call it it's part of our Scholastic Rewards program. And we've been doing Scholastic Rewards, which we provided an incentive, a cash incentive for kids to turn in lawbreakers in the school system. And most of it dealt with drugs, possession of drugs and that sort of stuff. But then we partnered a couple of years ago with ATF to get firearms out of schools. Last year, we offer a $500 reward for any firearm that we remove from a school, from a public school. And last year we got 3 guns out of schools, and ATF reimburses us the $500 we pay it, and then they reimburse us. And it's been a real good partnership, and we like it, and it's making our kids safe.
Definitely.
It's making our community
Definitely.
safe.
Now let's talk a little bit about the Lions Club.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about what you guys do. with collecting glasses, is that right?
That's right, we do that.
People no longer need.
We do that.
Tell me just a little bit about that club.
Well, the Lions Club, we're in our 100th year.
Oh.
And the Lions International is in our 100. We're celebrating our 100th anniversary this year. And the Prattville Lions Club, the one I belong to, has been in existence since 1936. And we do, our main concentration is sight conservation, helping people with vision problems and preventing vision loss. And we do collect eyeglasses, used eyeglasses. We take them in, and we've got a recycling center in Moody. The Moody Lions Club runs it. And every year we take what we collect statewide and we send it off on kind of like mission trips to Central America, mainly Mexico, where a group of eye doctors will go in for a week into a certain area, and they start at daybreak and they end at sundown giving eye exams. And people come from as far as 100 miles away because that's the only eye care that they ever receive.
Right.
And almost always there's a pair of donated eyeglasses that have been refurbished that will match what they need.
That's
and we give it away.
fantastic.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
we give it away.
You know, we take so much for granted, so that's great. Let's see, it's hard to keep up with all you do. Tell me maybe about one more of the activities or the groups that you're involved in.
Well, I volunteer. I'm on advisory committees with a lot of councils and advisory committees with the state government. I'm involved with several with the Department of Rehabilitation Services, the Governor's Office on Disabilities, the Alabama Public Library for the Blind, the Alabama Public Library Services for the Blind here in Montgomery. And we mainly advocate for people with disabilities and give advice on the services that are needed for people, not just vision, but all disabilities. And it's very satisfying. I'm the chairman of the board of directors for the State Rehab Council, and that's through the Alabama Department of Rehabilitation Services. We're a by-law committee, and we advise, like I said, we advise rehab on what's needed. And I'm very satisfied. I've been doing that for quite a while, and since I lost my sight, mainly, and I've been doing that in some form or fashion for at least 20 years. So even before I left the department. But I've gotten more and more involved in it after I left the department.
Well, I thank you for talking with us.
Well, it's
now,
a pleasure.
you know, if you want to come back for that 2 months with Aaliyah, let me know. I know I can work it out.
I don't
to
think
get
so.
your full 42 years.
It took me about a week to get used to being retired.